All right, it is 4:30, so we will call the June 6, 2022 meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance with invocation by Councilman Chad Mincer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please bow with me. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thanks, beautiful day. Thank you for just letting us all gather, Lord. Thank you for the rain, Lord, and as it nourishes the plants in the spring, Lord. Continue to bless us and bless this meeting and give us discernment, Lord, as we make decisions that affect all people of Madisonville and Hopkins County, Lord. Continue to bless us each and every day. In His name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes, sir. Misty Cavanaugh. Here. Tony Space.
Here.
Adam Townsend.
Here.
Amy Cruz.
Present.
Frank Stevenson. Here. And Chad Mincer.
Here.
Mayor, we do have a quorum.
All right. Before we move on to the approval of minutes, I would like to ask Alan Todd if he would come up to the podium. As you all know, Alan has been the superintendent out at wastewater treatment and has taken on the additional roles out at the water filtration plant. They have been very busy this year. They have received, each one of the organizations has received an award this year. One, wastewater treatment is a safety and health award from the governor. And then also there is a water filtration award. So under Alan's leadership, I'm going to pass it over to Alan so that he can brag on his team a little bit and brag on himself.
Well, I don't know how much I'll brag on me, but we'll definitely talk about the team and what you all do to support the team as well. It's very important that we get it from the top down to help us make decisions and spend the money we need to spend to keep the plant running like it should. So in front of me is the award for, came from the Kentucky Water and Wastewater Association, and it simply reads, this is presented to, is given in recognition for outstanding water system operations in 2021 to the city plant, the Madison filtration plant. So only one of these go out from the organization a year. So we were the lucky ones this year. I was part of the team that went around and looked at several different plants. And it's quite an intense investigation into the plants to qualify and who is actually going to receive the award when it's done. So we had received this award once before in 2006, so it's been several years since it's come back this way. We were in with some pretty solid plants this time. There was a couple of them that were almost brand new. 3 years old, I think, was the newest plant we went to see. And of course, it's an immaculate place, and with it being all new. So for us to be able to compete with that plant with basically a plant that was expanded in 2006, it's quite the honor for the operators there. So I just wanted to come before you tonight, let everybody know what had happened. Proud of them. Everybody works hard at the filter plant, and it's a testament to their abilities of what they do to run the plant. One quick thing I will say is that to qualify for the award, something I didn't talk about, you have to be in good standing with the Division of Water and the Kentucky Water and Wastewater Association. The facility must have at least 2 years of operational record, so you have to be in business for 2 years of running the plant. And continually by demonstrating a level of proficient operations in accordance with all regulatory standards and no more than one violation in the past year. And so, fortunately, we didn't have any violations. So, and that's it. So, real proud of everybody that did it.
Any questions or comments for Alan?
Big thank you.
Job well done.
Great job. Thank you very much.
Pass it along.
Thank you for sharing. All right, now we'll move on to approval of minutes from the City Council regular meeting on May 16th, 2022.
It was called to order by Mayor Kevin Cotton. We had the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation by Councilmember Chad Mincer. We had roll call where Mayor and all council members were present for the meeting. We also had some updates. We had a proclamation. We had approval of the previous minutes were approved. We also had approval of a special called meeting that was approved. We had approval of bills and payroll. We have a second reading of an ordinance that we accepted a public street or alley or way and authorized in the closing of the same was approved. We had a council committee report by Budget Chairman Frank Stevenson. We had new business where we had the presentation of the proposed budget and mayor's budget address to the legislative body. We had first reading of ordinances. We had the ordinance adopting the annual budget for July 1st, 2022 through June the 30th, 2023. We also had first reading of an ordinance amendment to Chapter 110.03 Code of Ordinances relating to occupational license fee. We had an ordinance amending Chapter 51 concerning electric for first reading, and we also had first reading of an ordinance amending Chapter 52 relating to water and sewer. We also had a resolution to apply for grant funds for the recreational trails program that was approved. We had a utility connection for water that was approved, an appointment to the Tourism Advisory Board, and then we had a motion to go into closed session, a motion to come out of closed session. We also had a motion to allow Mayor Cotton to negotiate a purchase price for property not to exceed the appraised value, and we had an approval of adjournment.
Are there any corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll move on to the approval of bills and payroll.
We have the total general fund of $371,675.19, total sanitation of $12,677.01, total electric utility of $81,445.54, total water filter of $16,547.68, total wastewater collection and treatment of $85,207.69. We also have an estimated biweekly payroll of governmental of $54,318, police $152,250, fire $154,500, transportation of $37,769, cemetery of $8,630, park $16,269, sanitation of $38,865, light fund $83,866, water and filter of $50,868, wastewater treatment of $16,862, and wastewater collection of $41,412, for a total estimated biweekly payroll of $655,609.
Do I have a motion to approve the bills and payroll?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, do we have any council committee reports? All right, if not, we'll move on to old business. We have a second reading of ordinances. The first is an ordinance adopting the City of Madisonville, Kentucky annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2022 through June 30, 2023 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government.
Whereas an annual budget proposal and message has been prepared and delivered to the City Council, and whereas the City Council has reviewed such budget proposal and made necessary modifications, now therefore be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Section 1, the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July the 1st, 2022 and ending June the 30th, 2023 is hereby adopted as follows. You'll have to see Exhibit A attached here to and incorporated herein by reference. And Section 2, pursuant to Chapter 34.06 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances, the classification and compensation plan is adopted as follows, and that is also attached as Exhibit B. This ordinance will be in effect on July the 1st, 2022, and I do have the exhibits there attached.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2022 through June 30, 2023?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Are there any questions? Kim, do a roll call.
Yes, sir. Frank Stevenson,
Yes.
Chad Minzer,
Yes.
Amy Cruz,
Yes.
Adam Townsend,
Yes.
Tony Space,
Yes.
and Misty Cavanaugh.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next is an ordinance amending the Chapter 110.03 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to occupational license fee by persons and businesses, entities conducting businesses, occupations, and professions within the City of Madisonville, Kentucky.
Be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Kentucky as follows. Section 110.03 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to the occupational license fee payment required is hereby amended as follows. The section on paragraph A, the occupational license fee shall be measured by, it's changed from 1.5 to 2.5%, and everything else stays the same.
Is there any public comment relating to the ordinance amendment to chapter 110.03 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to occupational license fee? If not, do I have a motion to approve the amendment to chapter 110.03?
Moved.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions? Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes, sir. Frank Stevenson,
Yes.
Chad Menzer,
Yes.
Amy Cruz,
Yes.
Adam Townsend,
Yes.
Tony Space,
Yes.
and Misty Cavanaugh.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next, we have an ordinance amending Chapter 52 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to water and sewer.
Be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Kentucky as follows. Section 52.11 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to water rates is hereby amended as follows. The rates and changes for water service furnished by the city are fixed and established on a monthly basis as follows. The minimum water bill for retail service within the city shall be $13 per month, and each water customer shall be entitled to 1,000 gallons or less of each water in each month for such minimum charge. Thereafter, the following meter charges shall be made for 1,000 gallons of water consumption per month to customers of all size connections. The first 1,000 gallons or less is $13. The next 19,000 gallons is $6.98, and all over 20,000 gallons is $5.53. The minimum water bill for retail service beyond the city limits shall be $19.49. Thereafter, the following meter charges shall be made for each 1,000 gallons of water consumption per month to customers of all size connections. The number of gallons of water per month, the first 1,000 gallons or less minimum is $19.49. The next 19,000 gallons is $10.47, and all over 20,000 gallons is $8.31. And then on section 52.17 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances related to sewer rates, it is hereby amended as follows. On section A, paragraph A, all customers other than the wholesale customers beyond the city limits shall be billed $11.63 per month based on water usage for each 1,000 gallons of water consumption. The minimum sewer bill for all customers shall be $23.26 per month based on water usage of 2,000 gallons or less in each month. Wholesale customers beyond the city limits shall as a minimum be billed for operation, maintenance, and replacement cost of the sewer system. The sewer rate for wholesale customers beyond the city limits shall be $3.75 per 1,000 gallons based on readings of a wastewater meter. Sewer rates for large consumers, for consumers who purchase between 4 million to 500,000 and 7 million gallons of water per month, the sewer rate for that month shall be $9 per 1,000 gallons, 1 unit. For consumers who purchase more than 7 million gallons of water per month, the sewer rate for that month shall be $6.75 per 1,000 gallons, 1 unit. And the sewer rates set forth in this section shall not be applicable to water districts, wholesale customers, or municipalities.
All right, at this time, we'll open it up for public comment on the ordinance amending Chapter 52 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to water and sewer. Mr. Borland, would you step up to the podium for us, please? State your name and address.
Mayor Borland. I live at 24 South Herrig Street. I don't think you need to raise the water in the sewer. You need to put the stickers back on. That way you catching these that living out of town, coming in town, working, making their money, and going back out. Bill Cox took all of that off promised this, promised that. He'd take off the city stickers. He'd do this, he'd do that. He's then done that. Then when he got in, water rates went up then. Coca-Cola moved out of town. Dr. Pepper moved out of town. You want businesses to come to town or leave? Huh?
Yes, sir. We definitely want businesses to stay here in town. And when we did last month's budget address, we did make it clear that in the region, we are still lower on water and sewer rates, even with the new rates. The rates haven't been changed on water since 2003 and on sewer since 2008. Our taxes are also lower in the region for property tax than anywhere else around us, and in some cases, half, and even in some cases, 25% of what they are for.
Dr. Pepper and them, they're having to truck their drinks in because they're not having to pay as much for water rates. Same way as Coca-Cola.
So and I'm not sure what it was back when they left, but I do know that doing the rate comparison, the city of Madisonville is still the cheapest place to do business in the area. So we hope to continue to attract businesses to our community by providing the excellent city services and continue to provide for all of our residents and industries and businesses within the community. And the only way that we can do that is by making the tough decisions that the council is having to make to move forward with these decisions on the rates.
Like down on Center Street, where they tore out some of the walk, raised it. Well, they cut the blacktop. Why didn't they go ahead and find the storm drain? Fix the storm drain there. Also, the gas line, find them. Put a storm drain, put a storm tile down, rather, and have a drain where the water goes in the drain instead of going in down there to the dollar store.
So that is a state highway. We can definitely work within the state to express those concerns with District 2.
Yeah, but why hadn't you done it? Wait this long?
Yes, sir. We definitely are in contact with District 2, and Denitra Henderson has done a fantastic job communicating with us. I know that there are some projects that are on their list. The gas line company, however, is doing the work throughout town that you see, and they're doing several $1 million worth of upgrades in our community on their gas infrastructure. So we're very thankful that they are looking into the future and making those investments. And you'll see some additional improvements as we're moving forward. But we appreciate your comments on the water and sewer rates, sir. Thank you very much. Is there any other public comments on the Chapter 52, City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to water and sewer? If not, do we have a motion to approve the amendment to Chapter 52?
Moved.
A second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Are there any questions? Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes. Frank Stevenson,
Yes.
Chad Minzer,
Yes.
Amy Cruz,
Yes.
Adam Townsend,
Yes.
Tony Space,
Yes.
and Misty Cavanaugh.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next, we will move on to an ordinance amending Chapter 51 concerning electric.
Be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Kentucky as follows. Chapter 51 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to electric utilities is hereby amended as follows. Section 51.10 Electrical Rate Schedule, RS1 Residential Service. The only change is if you go down on paragraph B where it talks about the energy charge all kilowatt. It's 0.09968 per kilowatt. Is that hour? Hour, okay. And then we take out section 51.11 of the small general service. All of that is being taken out of the ordinance. And then we have section 51.13 of the large general services. The only change on that is the energy charge, all kilowatt hour, is 0.0666 per kilowatt hour. And then you're going to go to section 51.14 of customer service choice GS2SS. Under the energy charge, all kilowatt hour is 0.0666 per kilowatt hour. And then we're going to move over to the section 51.25 of the small general service GS1A. The changes there is the first 5,000 kilowatt hour is 0.1169, and the above the 5,000 kilowatt hour is 0.0846. We also are changing under paragraph C of any GS1A customer which has a tax exempt status under IRC section 501 may elect to be charged an alternate GS1A rate, which shall be a customer charge of $18.03 per month, and the energy charge of $10.87 per kilowatt hour. And then under the large general services GS2A, we're going to change the energy charge all kilowatt hour to 0.0669. We are removing section 51.27 talking about the periodic rate adjustment. That is all being deleted. 51.27, the large industrial high load factor rate schedule. We're going to change under number 3 the charge of 0.06132 cents per kilowatt hour. And then section 51.28 of the large industrial high consumption rate schedule GS2GE. Paragraph A, designation large industrial high consumption rate schedule. B, availability in any area served by the Madisonville Municipal Utilities electric system in accordance with the MMU's terms and conditions for providing electric service. C, the application to any large power customer for all electric power and energy requirements that do not fall below 4,000 kilowatt average within a 12-month period and a 60% load factor. In addition, the customer shall contract for year-round permanent service and shall provide satisfactory guarantees or contribution to satisfy the expenditure necessary to provide the desired service. Each premises will be supplied only at one point for delivery, and all electric service supplied will be measured through 1 meter. This schedule is not applicable for temporary breakdown, standby, supplementary, resale, or shared electric service. The type of service is a 3-phase 60 hertz with the secondary voltages of 120 over 208, 120, 240, and 277, 480. Primary voltages of 7200, 12470, or other voltages as might be mutually agreeable. The monthly rate is the customer charge is $2,587.50 per month. The demand charge is $16.909 per kilowatt for each kW billing demand energy. The charge is 0.055975 cents per kilowatt hour. The billing demand shall be greater of the maximum 15-minute peak demand kilowatt measured during the billing month. 60% of the highest demand established in the preceding 11 months or 20% of customers' contract demand. The minimum bill charge under the above rate shall be established demand charge per the above criteria, energy and customer charge, or a customer charge plus a facilities investment charge of $1 per kVA of installed transformer capacity as requested by the customer, whichever is greater. H, power factor. This rate schedule is subject to a power factor charge as defined in the customer's energy services contract and or this rate schedule. Number 1, fuel cost adjustment and power cost adjustment. The above rates are subject to a fuel adjustment cost and or a power cost adjustment as specified in MMU's rules and regulations. J, payment. Bills are due and payable when rendered and become delinquent on the 15th day of the date issue. A penalty of 10% may be added to all such bills.
All right, do I have any public comment relating to Chapter 51 concerning the electric? Again, these changes are where you see a PCA right now, and it's a large number on your bill. That is going to be added to the top line of your bill instead of being a separate line for the PCA. So they're cleaning that up right now to get it within line with the ordinance. And so your electric bill, if, like I said last time, if you paid $100 on average for the month of June and you get your bill next month, it should be it's going to be the same amount that you used. There is no increase in that rate. It is just cleaning up that bill so that it fits within our ordinance. Is that correct, Chris? Thank you. All right, so do I have a motion to approve the amendment to Chapter 51 relating to electric? Second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? Actually, we'll do a roll call.
Okay, Frank Stevenson,
Yes.
Chad Menzer,
Yes.
Amy Cruz,
Yes.
Adam Townsend,
Yes.
Tony Space,
Yes.
and Misty Cavanaugh.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next, we will move to a resolution authorizing Mayor Kevin Cotton to execute a deed.
Whereas the city of Madisonville purchased the Red Cardinal Inn property at the judicial sale, and the city of Madisonville has assigned its successful bid at the judicial sale to French Pullen. And whereas French Pullen was buying the property as part of a 1031 like-kind exchange for tax purposes, so the deed was conveyed to the city of Madisonville. Now therefore be it resolved that the city council authorizes Mayor Kevin Cotton to execute the deed to French Pullen LLC for the purchase price of $225,669.96. That is $220,000 for the bid price that the city made at the judicial sale plus the master commissioner fees and expenses totaling $5,669.96.
Do I have a motion to allow me to execute the deed to Red Cardinal Inn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have permission to bid for the fire department.
Good evening. I'd like to request permission to bid for a expansion to our training center out at Station 4. We recently received a grant for an $80,000 grant for an expansion. It's going to be a multi-purpose building, have classroom space in that. It'll be a 40 by 80 building, and this next year's budget, we've actually got some money set aside in it in addition to the $80,000. So we'd like to let this go out to bid and see where we stand with it. We would like to have it bid two ways. We would like bids just for the shell of the building, and that would allow us, our firefighters and our staff to do some of the finished work and save money. And we would also like to bid it as see where we stand on a turnkey operation.
I have a motion to allow the fire department to bid for a multi-purpose building at Station 4.
So moved.
Do I have a second? Do you have any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing no motion passes. Thank you, Chief. Next, we have a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Do we have a second? We stand adjourned.